Our arrival to Coastal Highway has already had its highs and lows, and by that I mean we both found a heavy hammer and caught hypothermia in the first episode. But it's fine, and we don't care, because now I finally still get to say, hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. That felt good. Okay, so we are here in the construction hut just above the Quonset area, where the bear likes to hang out but is currently not hanging out. Do I need those tools? I would argue, no. Go away. I don't want to walk around encumbered. And I already am walking around encumbered just because of the sheer amount of stuff that I'm finding. It's not a huge amount, but I grabbed some acorns at the end of the last episode, and that put me right over my carrying limit. Anything else here? No. Okay, not as much here as I'd hoped. Sad panda. And I still don't have a sewing kit. If you would like a sense of an objective that I'm currently pursuing, it's to find a freaking sewing kit. Because so far, those are hiding from me. Okay, so the bear is probably nearby-ish. I'm going to check over here because I don't think I checked this. Oh, maybe I did. Either that or the acorns are just automatically gone. So the spawning of those is likely affected, almost definitely affected, I would say, by the same setting that's affecting cattails. I mentioned in the last episode that we are running a setting, a custom setting, as part of Against All Odds 7's just overall design, and we ran this for Against All Odds Season 6 as well, that reduces the amount of cattail spawns to the minimum possible setting. So you can't rely on that amazing food source the way that you might in so many other circumstances in the Long Dark. But we love it because it adds a little bit of extra spice and pressure to our playthroughs. Alright, so I'm going to walk through this way. I'm not seeing other houses to duck into, so I probably just need to go back into the Quonset for a moment. Yep, let me do that. I'm kind of trying to get up on the high spot here, just spot for the wolf, see if I know where he is. I don't quite know where he is, but I'm just going to run into the back. Oh, hang on. I don't recall. I know... Alright, I did do it. Alright. I remember saying that I needed to last episode. Hi, wolf! Hi to you too. I remember saying that I needed to check for those, but I don't remember actually checking. Alright, let's grab that recycled can. Now, I mentioned kind of making a base here while we're in the area, and that's, I think, worth doing. So, I'm going to keep the heavy hammer on me because there's a good possibility that I will kind of make an impromptu decision to go to Desolation Point while I'm out and about. And I don't want to have to double back, you know. I don't want to have to go back and find my hammer at a later point. I have a bunch of torches on me that arguably... Hang on, if I sort by condition, maybe I can say if I just want 5, I can drop the lowest 2 right here on the wood pile, where they have some semblance of usefulness. I don't really need 3 books, and I also don't need all this newsprint, so one thing I'll do is quickly, I'll just start a drawer at the bottom here for excess of that particular category of item. I can read that fishing book. I can probably get away with reading that right now, in fact. Oh crap, I'm cold. What the heck? What the heck? I didn't realize that. Alright, well... Crap. Sleep for 2 hours. Just to recover some warmth. So we need to find a sewing kit. That's like objective number 1 at the moment. There is probably one somewhere in this zone. But I don't want to wander too far. I certainly don't want to go to Desolation Point until I've found one. It just doesn't seem advisable to take that big of a leap. Okay, I have so much cloth. I'm ready to repair my clothing and be a little bit warmer. I also am ready to make some headgear because I still don't have headgear. So let's step outside here. I'm sprinting back this direction a little bit. Thankfully, it is a little warmer now, later in the day. Let me make sure I'm not running up on a bear. Hello, stick. There's another stick there, but I'm not going to worry about it. So there's a house farther up this hill that I want to check on. I had a very useful moment around the middle of the last episode where I was able to look toward the far side of the zone over there, where there can sometimes be houses. Very rarely, I have to say, on this loot setting, do I ever see one of the houses over there still standing. So I kind of almost feel like it's... Hello? It feels like it's almost completely ruled out. All right, there might be a house here. Roll of the dice. Nope, it's burned out. This one seems fairly commonly burned out as well. All right, well, in that case, the weather's not awful. Let's start heading up towards the higher reaches of the zone. If I walk this way for a bit, I might find the cabins and some additional gear. Again, the main thing I need is a sewing kit, as I can't do anything without it. Literally can't. So I think this is the way. Again, I have a lot more general confidence with the upper crisscrossing areas. Oh, hello. What have we here? Speaking of gaining confidence. Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. I think this is actually... Please be right. Please be right. For the love of God. Okay, no. This isn't what I thought it was, but I'll still take it. That's a cool little shortcut. But yeah, I have a general much higher degree of confidence. Let's grab some reishi mushrooms here. With the crisscrossing upper echelons,
Jeez, this is cold,
if you will, of Coastal Highway. A lot more than I used to, that's for sure. That is a deer. So I will be able to check for acorns here, which I found. If you're not sure, I grabbed a bunch of those last episode. You haven't seen the game in a while. If you're not sure what acorns do, you can grind them up and eat them as a snack. It's like a slightly less helpful version of a cattail, which is awesome. You can also cook them. It requires multiple stages. One of the things that's coming with Tales from the Far Territory is they're adding, which is the series of updates being released for the Long Dark in 2023. It's both paid and free updates. FYI. Talked about this last episode, but it's just one thing. It's good to clarify it for people listening in. One thing they're adding is additional variety. Oh, okay. This takes me right back up to where I already was. All right, well, what I'll do then is just keep going this way. Okay, yeah, silent. Okay, got it, got it. Yep, that clicks with where I was. So now I just need to go this way. I'm probably going to get cold and lose a bit of health here, but I think this is the way that'll take me to the cabins. I am pretty damn confident. But they're adding recipes that are more complex. So more stages, more ways of improving food items that you can already cook, additional things that make cooking more robust in the Long Dark, which I love personally. Like, the game's cooking systems have slowly, steadily improved since the game was first released. You know what? We just need to give this a minute. I'll be right back.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Shut up, Jennifer. Hi, bunny. What are you doing? Don't run. I'm not going to hurt you. It's fine. Ooh, climbing rope's in place. Nice. That's good to know. As much as I hate to cut off that particular piece of the soundtrack. We need to see what we can find in here. Sewing kit, maybe? Alright, ton of books. That's nice. I grabbed all of them, but I'll probably put some of them down in just a minute. We're still cold, by the way. That's generally how crappy our clothing is at the moment. So what I need to do now is the same thing I've been doing to deal with that problem, which is to rest for like an hour. Alright, that actually did help with my sprain risk at least. So let's sleep in this bed. Notice that the bed is saying it gives us an additional 10 degrees Fahrenheit of warmth bonus.
Can you eat trees?
Okay. Need to snack on a few things here. But anyhow, as I was saying before the soundtrack kicked in, they are adding additional recipes to the game. Multiple stage recipes. And so one of the first examples of that is you have these acorns that can be ground up for coffee, but there's multiple stages to it, and the various stages of the recipe produce different types of inventory items, some of which are edible, some of which are not. So it's pretty awesome, all in all. All right, I'm going to step back outside because there is one more hut to scavenge. And I also, if I'm rested enough, which I think I will be, there is the climbing rope, which will take me up to the very top of this zone. I'm so glad that rope is already in place. I just want to check this cabin first, and then I'll go for it. There could be some pretty nice things in that tower. Hey, a fire log. All right. Thank you for the fire log game, but also that is incredibly rude. It's like you heard me saying that I want to climb something and I'm excited, and you're like, watch this. Oh, look, spray paint. That's another pound, 1.18 pounds. Thank you, game, so much. That's so great of you. All right, I think I've more or less searched everything I can here. There's a stack of papers there, but I've already got a good amount of papers elsewhere, so let me just make sure I didn't miss anything under the beds. Another reason that I'm being so thorough with my searching, by the way, again, this is more directed at people who haven't been on the channel in a while, people who haven't played The Long Dark in a while. One of the recent updates did reset all of the loot tables. Now, the Against All Challenges audience, who watched me play more than one or more of the challenges in this game, have heard me say that a bajillion times, as I mentioned when I got to the Quonset in the last episode. But it is something that happened. And it's fairly recent. Oh, hang on. Before I go up there, I need to solve the problem that the game just gave me. Oh, so rude. All right. Well, actually, it's fairly straightforward. I just need to drop like 5 of those books. There we go. And now I'll drink some water. The key thing is that I'm rested enough to do this. Tell you what, let me... see, I'm nervous. I could potentially start a fire up there, but I've dropped all of my firewood. I have the fire log, and there's probably more up there. But climbing this rope is going to make me pretty tired. It's a tall rope. It's a tall rope. I'm just glad it's there, because this is going to make getting to this particular important location less of a hassle. So we've already managed to scout a lot of Coastal Highway. There are still a few locations I haven't visited, but this is good progress. This actually is not quite as tall of a rope as I thought. Still tall, and I'm still getting really tired, and yep, there it is. I was about to say I'm probably going to get a encumbrance risk just because of how tired I'm getting. When your exhaustion drops below 50%, oh, that's right, it's a dual climb. Crap. Crap. I forgot it's a dual climb. Oh, I'm in trouble now. I just made a horrible mistake. Because I don't have a bedroll. Oh, man, I forgot. Yeah, see, I knew it was a tougher climb than that. I knew it. Ooh, that's awful. Okay. The good news is, I'm not... Like, I don't know why I'm picking up more stuff. I'm about to have to drop all the things. Yeah, and the other rope isn't there. Oh my god, I completely forgot the 2-stage climb. Oops. All right. Well, yeah, the good news is I still am, like, it's not the end of the world. Also, sort by weight. I don't think that was actually sorting by weight. All right, drop all my sticks. I hate to drop them. Drop all the books. Books are actually fairly plentiful. I hate to do this, but I have to get down from here. I have to. If you're new to the Long Dark and not familiar with my thinking here, without a bedroll, I can't rest up here. There's nothing that I can do. So I would just, you know, get more and more tired and then not be able to do anything about it. And as I was just explaining as I came to the top, when you go below 50% condition, that's when you start to lose carrying capacity. Not condition, sorry, but 50% exhaustion. That's when you start to lose carrying capacity. Okay, so unlucky. Because now I'm here, there's no more loot to be found. I mean, there might be some cloth.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
I mean, there might be some cloth, for sure. But for the most part, there's no real loot to be found. I have no more food. And we still have to make our way up to the top area of the zone, which we can do, and we will do. But now I'm in a bit of a jam. I might be able to start a fire and make some medical teas as a way to get additional caloric value out of my present circumstances. Or I could, you know, make acorn coffee. That's totally a possibility. Yeah, see, additional books right here. Didn't even have to look far. Yeah, tell you what, let's do that. I'm going to start a fire because the weather's actually quite good right now. So if I start a fire, I can't do it within this area here, but I can put it right here. I'll use a cattail head, and you know what? Let me go grab one of those books. That's such an obvious choice. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Just one. That's all I need. So this will give me an opportunity to show some of what I was just talking about. I did just hear a footstep that didn't sound necessarily like a rabbit. So if I get a little quieter, it's because I'm listening to the ambient sound effects. Out of sheer terror.
One little fire. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's my question too. All right, so we just wasted a match. And I don't have a ton of matches. I found one box of matches so far.
Come on, little fire.
You can still fail. All right, there we go. Add fuel. I'm not going to use that coal. I will go ahead. You know what? I'm going to put the fire log on there because the fire log will get this thing a little bit warmer. Let me see if it takes it all the way up to 32. Bear? I think I just heard the bear. Yep, that's the bear. That's not great timing. I'm starting to hear bear crows over the back of the normal stuff too. Okay, so what I can do... Let me see if I can do this very fast, because I do have the acorn. So it takes 10 minutes. It would take 40 minutes to do all of these.
Oh, it's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
That's the bear walking right up to me. That's what that was. Okay, so let me show you what just happened. We now have... Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Are the prepared acorns still sitting on the frickin' fire? I think they are. Oh, no, there they are. So we have these. Now, what we can do with these is... Now, we are pretty tired and we're pretty cold, so I have to rest at some point. But what we can do with these is... We have our heavy hammer. Where are you? There we go. Prepared acorns. Actually, no, I don't think I needed to prepare those. So these, I think, are what need to be cooked. That's right. So this is the stage that actually needs to be cooked. You can do this anywhere. You don't have to be by the fire to do it. Good to know. So like I said, multiple stages to this, and I'm still learning them myself because I haven't done it very much at all. So at this point, I'm not going to do that because I'm cold enough that it's really not worth the risk. I think what I need to go ahead and do here, as much as I want to go out and use that fire that I just started, I also don't want to die. Let's go ahead and sleep for 11 hours. It'll allow me to recover some condition. And I might still be able to cook some of those by a fire soon, just not right now, because it's nighttime and it'll be freaking cold. Actually, no, it's not nighttime. Not nighttime, words. It is early morning, so that's handy. Let's step outside, see if we can see the bear. All right, so I'm gonna leave that can where it is. The wind is not looking conducive to a fire at the moment. I want to keep going that direction and explore more of the upper areas of the zone. The trouble is, I don't have much left to eat, so I really need to keep moving, honestly. Part of me wants to just, like, head straight down this way, because I might be able to find my way to one of the central areas of the zone that I haven't visited yet, and find some additional food. But I also know... Hang on, let me step inside, because I'm getting really cold at the moment. Let me see. I can pass time under the covers here and use that to warm up a bit, because you do get the warmth bonus even when you're just passing time using a bed. So that's quite handy. So I do want to get up to the top area of the zone. It's just that I am running out of food. There are more cattails along the river that the first bear that I saw in the series forced me not to go for. Found a cool shortcut as a result, not complaining. So there's more food over there that I would have normally grabbed. That's one of the reasons that I'm already out of them. But the thing is, if I go up to the top area of the zone, I might find a few more things to snack on, which is nice. But another very real possibility, I'm going to go ahead and walk this way. Another very real possibility is that at that point, it could also be more advantageous. Hello? It could be more advantageous just to head up to Pleasant Valley. Because the truth is that I've already visited most of the locations in this zone that are going to have any kind of reasonable food loot. And I've already visited most of the locations in this zone that have the potential to grant me a bedroll. The one zone, or the one location in the zone that I haven't visited is the tower that I'm trying to reach now. And it was right above those... I think I'm right where I need to be right now. It was right above those huts. So what we're doing right now is we're running down this way. I think there's going to be a construction hut up here on the right. Yep, there it is. It's straight ahead. So those of you who have been around and watching me play the last couple of challenges, you've seen me take this route a couple of times. I came up from that way, but I've been here. That's the way up to Pleasant Valley. And then if you hang a right, it'll take you back down the direction we just came, but on a higher level. Again, map knowledge. And you'll get to... Nice. Candy bar. You'll get to the tower. And I definitely want to salvage that, or scavenge. I want to look through that tower before I leave. Because I think there's a chance for a revolver. I think there's a chance for a bedroll. I think there's a chance for a sewing kit. So, combined, I need all three of those things. It's a risk that I'm willing to take. And I just found a little bit more food to guarantee that I'm able to make the trip. So that's nice. Okay, I'm going to sleep for an hour just to recover some of my warmth. And then what I'm going to attempt to do is make my way toward said tower. There is a wolf. I didn't recover as much warmth as I would have liked there. I really need a sewing kit. That's the thing that's being denied me so far. I also don't have a ton of matches. It's worth acknowledging that. Okay, I'm going to move pretty quick here. I'm carrying a ton of extra clothing right now because there are so many items that I can repair and or salvage for additional cloth that I'm not willing to get rid of just yet. As soon as I have a sewing kit, I'll be able to have a field day with my inventory and be carrying around a little bit less in that particular category. All right. Said wolf could be very nearby if I'm unlucky right now, so give me just a moment. All right, Pleasant Valley's this way. Ooh, okay. Let's go. It's not that far of a walk, and thankfully it's not... It doesn't seem very cold at the moment. I'm going to get up here just for safety. On the off chance the wolf is nearby. Well, so much for that safety. Okay, is this the... No, it's past this rock. All right, now there can be some deer up here, so get ready for a jump scare. Not necessarily from me, but they can run out from these corners. I think we're past the point where we have to worry about the wolf, though. Maybe. Still pretty cold. The other tough thing about this particular spot that I'm fighting so hard to reach is that it's out of the way from everything else. So I'm hoping for an ability to rest for a moment and regain some of my warmth. And then at that point, honestly, I might just head for Pleasant Valley, especially if I haven't found a sewing kit, because I need to keep going for locations that I know are going to have a reasonable probability of giving me a sewing kit. And a bedroll, for that matter, if I can't find a bedroll. There's a bed up here, too, which is another reason that I'm happy to be here. There's also a place for me to cook, which is nice. Suddenly I can't remember if I grabbed that can off of the... I can't remember if I grabbed that can off of the fire. I don't think I did, but it's okay. We'll have plenty of cans. It's worse to leave a cooking pot behind. All right, getting cold. Still at 100% condition, though. Another good reason to go to Pleasant Valley. All right, Wilderness Kitchen. Another good reason to go to Pleasant Valley is just that... all right, nothing underneath the chair. It is a much more loot-rich zone. The most violent storm always begins and ends in a whisper. I've left this place now because the last summer is coming. If you want to find me, I'm paddling across shattered ice to the Arctic sunset. These lights shouldn't be in the sky. It's a dance I don't know. Somehow we must progress from this. In a different age, we walked out of the hot sands of the old continent. Now we're here again. The long dark is coming. All these tools will become useless. Take a step. Walk, because it's your destiny to make it out of here. Backer 4783. That's probably one of my favorites. Don't know if you would agree, but that's probably one of my favorites. Okay. That is disappointing. Nothing here. I mean, there's a potbelly stove, so we could potentially... Oh, hang on. There's some revolver rounds. That's nice, I guess. Anything under the bed? No. Nothing here. That's really, really meager. So, I'm going to go ahead and sleep for 2 hours. It's not a very warm bed. It's not very warm in here. This is not ideal. This is less than ideal. We're now well fed, so there's that at least. So we have 11 pounds more carrying capacity. You can definitely tell we are on an interloper loot table. Wow. Okay, I have literally nothing to eat. Literally nothing. So I could prepare some additional acorns maybe and snack on them that way. That's actually not the worst idea. Do I have... Yeah, I've got one piece of reclaimed wood I can use to make... Hang on, just to finish demonstrating this.
Oh, I'm starving.
This might actually work as just a snack. But the thing is, it's also going to take time to do, and I could be using that time to go elsewhere. All right, tinder, let's just use the cattail head. Do I have another book on me? Not one that I'm willing to burn, sadly. So, unfortunately, I don't have anything that is going to enable me to have a really good start chance. Books would be great for that. So we have to go with a 60% start chance. Good old 6-0.
Come on.
2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way, can still fail. Hey. Oh, wait, no, it went. I thought for a second it didn't, but it did. Good. Okay, now we've got about an hour on this fire. Do I not have... Oh my god, I do not have... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I left my can down there by the other fire. My mistake. And now I can't actually make the thing. So, I mean, I can heat a cup of herbal tea, which is not the worst thing. But what would I heat it on? I guess, yeah, it's just the cup that I magically have still. Okay, at least I can drink that. That'll give me a little bit of caloric value. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I had one more in my inventory. I thought I had seen one, but it might just be some of the newer items like these that are faking me out. Or possibly the charcoal. I don't know. Okay, well, let's take this lit torch. And now that we have a little bit of benefit from that... So, we need a bedroll, and we need a sewing kit. I would like to go for Desolation Point, but the fact is, there is a very good probability... Oh, it's nice and bright right now, dang. There's a very good probability that we will run into wolves on the way to and through Desolation Point. Hang on, let me check. I think I already checked here. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right. So what I'm going to do is, before this episode ends, we're going to start making our way in this direction. But I'm going to head to Pleasant Valley because I need additional basic items that I don't have yet in order to guarantee my survival. I've been able to stay above freezing for most of the playthrough so far. I recovered from hypothermia, but I have not been able to do anything to improve the condition of my multiple food items, or clothing items, I should say. I need food too. And even this cave that I'm about to walk through stands the possibility, it presents the chance that I will find some kind of food or even a sewing kit in here. Could even be a bedroll, less likely on this loot table. But the other reason that I'm doing this is that I have enough energy to justify this trip. It's the right time of day. I have about 10 hours of energy, give or take. I'm going to take advantage of it. But first, I'm going to use that save point to go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, I'm going to make my way through this cave and see what else I can find. I'm also going to try and get some food because I don't want to lose well-fed, so cross your fingers. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time, or even your second, don't worry. When I come back, the torch is still going to be there because of the save point. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.